25 Metropolitan School District of Wayne Township Board of Education regular board meeting is called to order. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First, roll call. Present.
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 Mike Nance.
Present.
Sherry.
Present.
Thank you. The board, you've been presented with a copy of this evening's agenda. Do we have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda tonight?
That we accept the agenda for this evening.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Tonight's agenda has been approved. This time we will suspend our regular board meeting and move into public hearings and pre-ratification meetings. The 2026 budget adoption. Dr. Samuel.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Members of the board, tonight marks the final step for submission of the 2026 budget, a process that, as you know, began in August. I have 4 items for your approval in this area this evening, and we'll work through them one at a time. The first is our Form 4 budget document. These numbers reflect our conversations from the September meeting and ongoing financial dialogue. As always, we are asking with this document for the authority to spend dollars in each of the listed funds. With your approval, we will submit the budget to the BLGF. From there, they'll calculate and finalize our budget before sending us our 1782 form in December. As always, we advertise high to ensure we capture all the dollars we can from the state. I welcome any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the 2026 budget Form 4 as presented.
I move for approval for the 2026 budget Form 4.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the 2026 Form 4. Any comment or discussion?
Mr. President, just for the sake of our folks that are joining here today, this is our 3rd. So you've seen this information in the last 2 meetings that we've had, just so everybody understands the process. This has been a 2-month journey for us to get to this point. Any additional comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. And the Form 4 has been approved, Dr. Singh.
Thanks very much. President, members of the board, the next 3 resolutions are identical to those that we have brought before you in past years, but they are required to be approved annually. So the next document I will be referencing is the transfer resolution. As you know, as the budget plays out, sometimes things come in higher or lower than we anticipated. This resolution allows us to ensure we keep our accounts out of the negative as needs come up throughout the year. This includes our larger funds, but also some smaller individual accounts. I welcome any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the transfer resolution.
I move for approval of the transfer resolution.
Second.
I have a motion and a second regarding the transfer resolution. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Dr. Samuel, the transfer resolution is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members of the board, the next resolution is the resolution to transfer amounts from the education fund to the operations fund. As you know, the state moved us to the Ed Fund and Operations Fund a few years ago and required us to pay for certain positions and expenses out of the Operations Fund. They also began to allow districts to transfer dollars between these funds. We continue to be hit hard by circuit breaker, and as a result, we continue to have a need to transfer these dollars from the Education Fund to the Operations Fund. We've dialed in our transfer amount at under 15%. This resolution gives us the authority to make these transfers and cover our expenses for the operations fund. I welcome any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the resolution to transfer amounts from the education fund to the operations.
I move for approval of the resolution to transfer amount from the education fund to the operations fund.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. And the resolution to transfer funds from the education fund to the operations fund has been approved. Thank you, Dr. Samuel.
Thank you again, Mr. President. Members of the board, the appropriation adjustment resolution is the final resolution for the budget hearing. This resolution allows us to make some changes and adjustments as dollars come in and as needed after the DLGF reviews our budget. For instance, to adjust down our debt levy or rate without having to come back to you to ask for approval. Once again, I welcome any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the appropriation adjustment resolution.
I move we approve the appropriation adjustment resolution.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion to approve the appropriation adjustment resolution has been approved. Thank you, Dr. Samuel.
Thank you.
And the budget hearing is closed. We can now resume our regular board meeting.
Mr. President, I ask that we close the board meeting again for our collective bargaining tentative agreement hearing.
Thank you, Dr. Butts. At this time, we'll suspend our regular board meeting and go into the public hearing for the collective bargaining tentative agreement.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to first start off by thanking the members of the WTCTA negotiation team and the MSD of Wayne Township negotiation team. Some great discussion occurred coming up with the tentative agreement for the 2025-2027 teacher contract. Lisa Pretty Allen, president for the Classroom Teachers Association, Joey Lawler, the executive director, are joining us today. So thank you so much for being here. My understanding is the Teachers Association will be convening meetings this week to share this information with the membership. And a vote will take place in a subsequent time for this to be considered by the board for action at our November meeting. Substantive changes that were made in this tentative agreement includes, this is a 2-year agreement, so for the 25-26, 26-27 school year. No compensation model is included in this negotiation agreement because all compensation increases are being given in the form of one-time stipends, which would include in 2025-2026, $1,000 to all teachers. Teachers who are employed by the date of ratification of the contract are eligible to receive this stipend. Stipend will be distributed on November the 14th, 2025. For calendar year, for school year 26-27, $1,000 for all teachers and a one-time stipend for those teachers who are employed on the last day of the 2026-2027 school year will be eligible for this stipend. It will be distributed on the last day and last pay of the contract year for 26-27. Salary range for teachers hired for the 2025-2026 school year is $52,550 to $104,076. For 2026-2027, those amounts will remain the same. Starting teacher pay of $52,550 with the top teacher pay of $104,076. In addition, the health savings account contribution, the teachers on the district insurance plan and have established a health savings account with the district approved vendor will be eligible to receive up to $1,000 in their HSA wellness incentive. That's the health savings account wellness incentive for 25-26, broken down. That is $600 for their biometric screening, $100 for the Healthy Standards video series, for meeting all of those requirements, and $300 for the HSA signature series, which includes videos for the teachers to watch and to learn from. Teachers on the district insurance plan for 26-27 and have established a health savings account for a district approved vendor will be eligible to receive up to $1,500, $1,500 in their health savings account wellness incentive for 26-27, broken down, $600 for biometric again, $400, so an increase of $100 for the healthy standard, $300 addition for the healthy standards, and $500 or a $200 increase for this HSA signature series. In addition, each teacher shall be entitled to 2 days personal business leave for the transaction of personal business and or to conduct personal or civic affairs during each school year. Personal days will be subject to a 10% cap of staff absences. Each teacher shall also be entitled to 1 wellness discretionary day that will not require prior approval and can be used during the approved school year calendar. This day can be requested at the discretion of the teacher without prior approval and will be subject to a 10% cap of staff absences. Personal business leave may not be used on the last day immediately prior to or the first day immediately following breaks or recesses, fall, winter, and spring. Personal business days may be used to extend a holiday to include Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, President's Day, and Memorial Day. The request must be made in writing to the building principal no later than 7 calendar days prior to the day requested. Personal business day may be used for the last teacher contract day of the school year as specified in the board approved calendar. A teacher who provides 16 hours of service during a school year is also eligible for 1 additional wellness discretionary day to be used only in the following school year. Any personal leave days or wellness discretionary days remaining at the end of the school year will be added to the teacher's sick leave accumulation. Additions to the extracurricular calendar include flag football, the 9th grade center Raiders and drill, lead school psychologists, elementary ITech, school improvements, high school sports information director, high school detention supervisor, 7th, 8th, 9th grade detention supervisors, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade special education department leads, and social emotional behavioral wellness lead specialists. We are eliminating assistant athletic director, athletic trainer, and assistant athletic trainer. Mr. President, members of the board, that is the tentative agreement for 2025-27 teacher contract. We did not have anyone sign up for public comment. We may now close the hearing.
Thank you, Dr. Potts. And we will now open the public hearing to review the superintendent contract of employment. Board Attorney, Mr. Andrew Mann.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. On your superintendent search journey, you have this website and timeline that's been on your website, and we are now at the point of the public meeting to discuss your objections to support the proposed contract, October 6th at 6:30 p.m. As part of the Indiana Code provisions, we've had a publication in 2 newspapers on September 26th, 10 days prior. And as you navigate the website and the link to the proposed contract, there's this version of our newspaper publication. In our newspaper publication, it's noted that the proposed contract will begin January 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2028. So a 2.5-year initial contract by Indiana Code with extensions up to 5 years. This is for the superintendent position, and that's outlined in the newspaper publication. The annual salary of $221,780 increases as landed on in the final contract language, the same as the teachers each year. Maximum allowed by law 457, 403B, and 401A contributions. TERF percentage to be paid by the board, which equals $29,903. We have an auto allowance for $11,250 and a technology for $4,000, along with sick, vacation, and other personal days as outlined in the contract, and compensation upon retirement for sick and personal days, vacation days, and a retirement compensation per rate of the proposed contract of $200 per teacher, $350 as admin. Finally, miscellaneous position number 15 here, provisions regarding non-monetary aspects of the contract, including conferences, reimbursements, and business expenses. So, Mr. President and members of the board, having outlined the newspaper publication on October 26th, and hearing tonight proposed terms for your superintendent contract to begin in January of 2026, It's now time for any public comment on the contract.
Mr. President, we did not have any public sign up for comment tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Butts. Thank you, and Amanda. This time, we will close the public hearing on the superintendent contract of employment, and we will resume our regular board meeting. Dr. Butts, do we have anyone sign up for public comment with the regular board?
Still no one signed up for public comment.
Moving on to board minutes. Board, as part of your board documents, you've been provided with minutes from our previous board meetings and executive sessions. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes provided?
I move for approval of the September 8th regular board meeting and the September 9th, 16th, and 17th executive sessions.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion regarding the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The minutes are approved. Move on to the financial report for September 8th, 2025's summary. Dr. Sandy.
Thank you again, Mr. President. Members of the board, included in your documents for tonight's meeting, you will find the claims docket totaling $34,684,730.71 for your review. Pretty standard claims here on this docket. We continue to see pretty high volume as our construction projects remain in high gear across the district. I welcome any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the financial report as presented.
I move for approval of the financial report as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion on the financial report? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The financial report has been approved. Thank you, Dr. Sandy. Moving on to old business, child nutrition bids and renewals. Dr. Sandy.
Thank you once again, Mr. President. Members of the board, included in the documents for this evening, you will also find a letter from our child nutrition director, Brittany Joyner. Our child nutrition department does an amazing job running CLIC, K-12's leading co-op, and that generates great pricing for us because of the buying power that that co-op has. Tonight, we are simply asking for your annual stamp of approval on this process for their bids. Again, happy to answer any questions that you may have and humbly ask for approval of the child nutrition bid renewals.
Recommend approval of the child nutrition bids and renewals.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion regarding the child nutrition bids and renewals? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Dr. Samuel, the child nutrition bids and renewals have been approved. Moving on to new business, human resources. Dr. Suggs.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. You received in your board docs the Human Resources Reports A1 and A2. Addendum A1, Addendum A2, and Addendum A2.1 have been made available for your review. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have and respectfully ask for approval of Human Resources Reports A1, A2, Addendum A1, Addendum A2, and Addendum A2.1 as presented.
I move for human resource reports, move for approval of human resources reports A1, A2, addendums A1 and A2, and A2.1.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Dr. Suggs, those human resources reports have been approved.
Thank you, Mr. President, and I'd like to, at this time, turn it over back to you for the.
Or you've been presented a human resources report A3. I'd like a motion and a second for HR report A3.
Do we accept that we approve?
I have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The human resources report A3 has been approved. Before I get into a reading, I'd like to ask Dr. Butts and my board colleagues to meet us around front for a photo opportunity. Dr. Shanina Suggs' journey with the Metropolitan School District of Wayne Township began in 1992. as an English teacher at Ben Davis High School. Over the years, she has held a variety of pivotal roles, including assistant principal, student services, human relations coordinator, and deputy chief personnel officer. This diverse experience has given her a unique understanding of our district from every single angle, from the classroom to the administrative office. Most recently, Dr. Suggs has served as Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, where she has been instrumental in leading strategic initiatives for over 2,500 employees. Her work in this role has been nationally recognized, and she was honored as the 2024 Distinguished Administrator by the Indiana Association of Public School Superintendents and the 2021 School Support Professional of the Year from the Indiana Association of School Business Officials. Dr. Suggs' academic background is as impressive as her professional experience. She earned her Bachelor's of Arts in English Literature from DePaul University, her Master's of Science in Educational Administration from Butler University, and she holds a doctorate in Educational Leadership from Indiana University. Dr. Suggs brings a wealth of experience, a profound commitment to our community, and a clear vision for the future of our school district. She has a proven track record of creating an inclusive workspace culture, leading system equity initiatives, and securing grant funding to expand critical student support programs. Please join me in welcoming our next superintendent, Dr. Shania Suggs. Got all the photos. Dr. Suggs will give you a few minutes to address the audience.
I was just recently at a conference, ISBA conference. I heard the keynote speaker say this, and I think I agree, and that is that I have my 30-minute shoes on. So this won't take very long. I have so many people to thank. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed right now, but mostly grateful. Thankful for my family, my husband, Dr. Dexter Suggs, who has been my rock for 30 long years. 30 great years. And to my son, Dexter Jr., who's here with me tonight, and my other two babies are away for work and school and watching live right now. To my mom and my stepfather, thank you for being here. And to my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, I sure appreciate you being here to share this with you. And to all of my colleagues, I've grown up here and I have become the educator and leader because of you. So I appreciate every interaction, every piece of advice, every course correct. Just being your colleague has been amazing for me. So thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. To the students and the families that I've been able to serve over the years, I feel very grateful and honored to be of service in our school district, Wayne Township. So I'm very thankful to the families who choose Wayne Township. And to the board, your support is what has made me feel so overwhelmed tonight. I appreciate you. I look forward to the work that we're going to do together, and I'm looking forward to great things to come for Wayne Township. So thank you.
We're gonna honor Dr. Suggs' 30-minute shoes and rush through the rest of this meeting. When we finish, please join us for a reception with some snacks and refreshments. Keeping with new business, we'll move on to donations. Drs. Pierce and Walters.
Mr. President, members of the board, Dr. Walters and I respectfully request your consideration of the following donation. For Chapelwood Elementary School backpacks and school supplies, the $2,500 value from Chapel Rock Christian Church, $500 from a community member to support the food pantry, $2,000 from a community member to support the food pantry and blessing box, $1,570.80 from Church of the Master to support the food pantry and blessing box, food valued at $100 from our Little House of Food to support the blessing box, gift cards, $300 in value from Chapel Lions Club to purchase food for 2 families, $800 from Gleaners Food Bank to support families and community members, and food and snacks valued at $150 from ingredients to supplement the food pantry and the blessing box. For Stratfield Elementary, T-shirts of $18,000 value from Race Gilman, Avon, Hyundai to be used for spirit days, special events, and field trips.
And from secondary, $250 to Lyndhurst Company Frick Center from South Wayne Lyndhurst retired teachers for classroom materials, $1,000 to BDU from Norma Beauty Salon to support the National Honor Society field trip to Washington, pending board approval next agenda. $1,000 to BDU from Kula Inc. to support the National Honor Society field trip, $1,500 from Ben Davis Lions Club to support students with Skills USA and the National Tech Honor Society, and school supplies valued at $500 to Ben Davis High School from Ernst & Young. Dr. Pierce and I respectfully request approval of our donation.
I move for approval of the elementary and secondary donations as presented.
We have a motion and a second for the donations presented. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All the donations are approved. Thank you, Dr. Walters and Dr. Pierce. We will stay with you for field trips.
Yes, 3 secondary field trips submitted for your approval this evening. Ben Davis University Junior and Senior National Honor Society students are requesting to travel to Washington, D.C. for the Lead National Student Leadership Conference on February 25th, 2026, returning March 1st, 2026. Area 31 students and staff are looking to travel to Northern Italy on June 12th through the 23rd, 2026. And orchestra students in grades 9 through 12 hope to visit Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, and the Cleveland Symphony on May 16th and 17th, 2026. Request approval of these field trips.
I recommend approval of the listed field trips.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for the field trips presented. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Field trips are approved. Thank you, Dr. Walters.
Thank you.
Moving on to the request to declare surplus equipment, Dr. Harvey.
This one's for you.
Oh, Dr. Samuel, I'm sorry.
Dr. Harvey got all 30 of his pallets taken care of last night. Members of the board, this request involves another piece of old equipment that is no longer useful to the township. This one is an old police vehicle. After exploring our options to get rid of this vehicle as a trade-in, we learned that the dealers really had no interest in this vehicle. Due to the mechanical damage and cost to tow it to their, as a result, we determined the best path forward is to surplus it, and that will allow us to scrap the vehicle. So I welcome any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the surplus equipment request.
Move that we approve the surplus equipment request.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for the surplus equipment. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the request to declare surplus equipment has been approved. Thank you, Dr. Samuel. Moving on to the 2025 to 2028 school improvement plans.
President, members of the board, we respectfully request our annual approval of the school improvement plan for the period 2025 and 2028.
I move for approval of the school improvement plans for the period of 2025 through 2028 as presented.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion regarding the school improvement plans? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The 2025 to 2028 school improvement plans are approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to the 2025 bonds.
Thank you again, Mr. President. Members of the board, included in your documents for this evening, you will find paperwork for the approval of the 2025 B lease financing. The 2025 B lease financing is part of the $90 million that you authorized in the summer of 2023 and will cover expenses in our operations department, transportation department, and other projects around our district that will occur in 2026. This issuance is part of our larger strategy to continue balancing our debt rate and dollars generated in our operations fund. As you know from previous bonds, the approval has multiple sections. Tonight, 2 items do need board action. I'll provide a quick rundown of each of those items for your approval. The first of those is Exhibit A, the resolution reapproving the building corporation. Just a quick rundown, there are 7 sections to this document. Section 1 reapproves the building corporation. Section 2 reapproves the bylaws that govern that corporation. Section 3 indicates that leasing school facilities to the building corporation is a proper public purpose. Section 4 names the issuance, Wayne Township, Marion County School Board Corporation, ad valorem, property tax, first mortgage bonds, series 2025B. Section 5 agrees that once paid off, the district will accept the title for the school facilities back from the building corporation. Section 6 approves the directors of the building corporation. Section 7 states that the building corporation may issue, sell, and deliver the 2025B bonds. I welcome any questions that you have and humbly ask for approval of the resolution approving the building corporation Exhibit A.
We have a motion to approve the Exhibit A building resolution.
To approve Exhibit A.
Second.
We have a motion and a second regarding Exhibit A. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Exhibit A is approved. Thank you, Dr. Samuel.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members of the board, the next item is Exhibit B, resolution approving the 16th supplement to the master continuing disclosure undertaking. The 16th supplement to the master continuing disclosure undertaking notes that we are over 15,000 students, and as a result, we must complete the annual gap report as well as add this latest bond issuance to our bonds in the Gateway System and EMMA, the Electronic Municipal Market Access for investment review. Section 3 notes that this is a supplement to the original authorization and issuance. I welcome any questions that you have, and once again, humbly ask for approval of the 16th supplement to the master continuing disclosure undertaking.
I move for approval of the 16th supplement to master undertaking.
Second.
I have a motion and a second regarding Exhibit B. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Dr. Samuel, Exhibit B, the 16th supplement to the master continuing disclosure undertaking. Thank you. Is approved.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Moving on to board information and comment. Board, I've got a lovely card sent on behalf of the Burke family this evening. Says, thank you in loving memory of Charles D. Burke. Our family would like to send our sincerest gratitude to everyone. Whether you kept us in your thoughts and prayers or sent a lovely arrangement, gave a donation, or helped out in any way, your love and kindness brought us great comfort and will always be remembered. Dr. Buss, do you have any board information?
I'd like to congratulate the bosses team from the Giants of Trivia event this past Saturday, who almost won. The Late Start Mondays came in with a clutch victory at the very end, but Lisa's here with the Wayne Township Education Foundation. What a wonderful event. Hopefully it turned out as even better than maybe what you expected this first go around. It was a wonderful event. So I think everyone had a great time. Hopefully the foundation was able to make a little money to support our teachers and the creative things happening in our classrooms. So thank you for that. That was a great event. Board, just a reminder that we do have our board visit to Ben Davis University High School this upcoming Thursday. That'll be at 9:30. I'll be going for my final attempt to win the Ed Center Chili Cook-Off contest also later on that day. I've not been successful yet. It is a traveling trophy, although it will remain here. And then if you are so inclined to, support our Pocket Park over at Shelton Heights Park, just kind of behind the corner of Holt and Washington Street, the Councilor Evans is having his annual Pints and Parks at the Goodman House on Gent Avenue. That will be this Thursday afternoon. Also, Wind Supply is having their annual golf outing to support our schools. You might remember their generous donation this past year. That golf outing will occur Friday morning. The cabinet will be trying to sell mulligans and other contests. Dr. Walter did a phenomenal job twisting arms last year to get people to buy some of those things to support our students. And then the General Assembly is having their Summer Study Commission for the Legislative Council Audit and Finance Reporting Subcommittee. That'll be 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon. The airport loop ride will also occur this Saturday. That's to support the White Lick and Vandalia trail expansions from Plainfield into Wayne Township. And so if you are so inclined to ride around the airport loop, that starts at 8:30 a.m. Then you have on your table, if you wouldn't mind leaving that today. I know it's you have to check your calendar. The 3 events they're going to have that first week of November. The Westside Chamber of Commerce Gala. This is a good year to be hosting it at the Colts Farm Bureau Football Center. Having a pretty good start to the season. Bleeding Blue Chasing Gold, right? Yeah, Bleeding Blue Chasing Gold Westside Chamber Gala on Saturday, November the 8th, 5 to 9 p.m. If you wouldn't mind marking that, if you plan to bring a +1. Also that week, Wednesday, is the IEPSS Awards Banquet. Would love to have anyone who is able to attend that. There's a reception at 5 o'clock, the banquet starting at 6. And then just the next day after that will be our, excuse me, I copied that incorrectly. That is the ISBA. The date's right, the title's not. That is the ISBA District 8 meeting that we will have at Primos South, part of the Ed Center at 5 p.m. We'll have one of our white activity buses available for that as well. So if you wouldn't mind leaving that with Bianca or myself by the end, before you leave today, we'll be able to start making those arrangements. And with that, Mr. President, that's all I have.
Thank you. Any additional board information or comment? We can get a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn at 7:09 p.m.
Second. A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned at 7:09.
We would ask if you wouldn't mind, there are treats in the lobby out there. If you'd like to help yourself, Dr. Suggs, Dr. Suggs will be right up here in front. If you'd like to start a receiving line and congratulate Dr. Suggs as our 6th superintendent here in the MSD Wayne Township.